Go ra undo ra, I say. Amama seta. Ashudu ashute ashuan vibrations, every bucka. May your mind, bucks, and souls be old. May your amets be sound. May your buckas be leaven off ground. When we keep to the breath, the orth, the moth, or the seon, the soul of ra guides and keeps you old. Ayanma, I say ra. Ela I say el say I. Christ story chaplain, tata amen ra. I am truth awareness, true talk. Can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'el, that's intelligence, Samanology, to Angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1856. This is the Mathorian Kagodora update. To Ray is 2 on the Gematria. 9-11. It's a 9-11. 1 and 8 is 9. 5 and 6 is 11. That means trouble. That means good energy for us. But the counter move, you know how draconians do. In order to extract the ether from you, they gotta create a circumstance of misery. The command is ta'a. This means our thoughts are receiving breath. That means our breath is thought. So, you need to go out and apply your thoughts to things around you. And the things around you will apply thought to you. Now, let's go check out what happened in the year 1856. Don't forget to go to Google, go to Apple, download the Kagodora app. Go to jesus.com, sign up, get the iBucket to Omen, download the Mathorian Kagodora poster. You can print it, you can display it, you can click the link, it will take you to amenra.com. That's our Shopify store, where you will see apparel, you'll see books, and you'll be able to order the Mathorian Kagodora poster, the 18x24. I don't get such draconian state, nor should you. Hashtag that in your post. Thought is a sport that spawns intelligence, then a fungi.org. Your mental health is directly connected to your etheric compass. You need to orientate yourself to Ba'am. You get access to the erectionary.com. That's our Ta'angodu sound logic decoding search engine, where we counter the words of the dictionary that die your erection. And we're speaking the decoding language Ta'angodu. We speak motion. All right, so year 1856, politics, conflict in the United States. Bleeding Kansas intensifies. We definitely want to deconsent to any rituals involving bringing back the happenings of the year 1856. Keep them back into the abyss where they're not going to return. Keep them as ashes maintained in the urn. Bleeding Kansas intensifies. The violence sparked by the Kansas-Nebraska Act in 1854 reached a fever pitch in 1856. Sack of Lawrence, May 24. A pro-slavery mob attacked the Free State stronghold of Lawrence, Kansas, destroying printing presses and burning down a hotel. The Potawatomi Massacre, May 24-25. In retaliation for the sack of Lawrence, abolitionists John Brown and his sons dragged 5 pro-slavery settlers from their cabins along Potawatomi Creek, and brutally murdered them with broadswords. This event marked a new level of brutal personal violence in the conflict. The canning of Charles Sumner, May 22. This was one of the most infamous incidents in American political history. The speech, Massachusetts Senator Charles Sumner, a fierce abolitionist, delivered a 2-day speech titled The Crime Against Kansas. The attack, the 2-day later Butler's nephew, Congressman Preston Brooks, entered the Senate chamber and brutally canned Sumner at his desk, beating him nearly to death. The aftermath, Sumner suffered severe physical and psychological trauma and was unable to return to his Senate duties for 3 years. Presidential election of 1856. The election was a referendum on the bleeding Kansas crisis. The end of the war. The Treaty of Paris ends the Crimean War, March the 30th. After 3 years of fighting Russia and the alliance of the Ottoman Empire, France, the United Kingdom, and Sardinia signed the Treaty of Paris. Science and Technology and Culture. The publication of Les Fleurs du Mal, The Flower of Evil. The French poet Charles Baudelaire published this seminal collection of poetry. Establishment of the British Crown colony of Natal. While the area had been a British possession since 1843, it was formally declared a Crown colony in 1856. Other notable events. The Great Train Wreck of 1856, July 17. 2 trains collided head-on near Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, killing at least 59 people. In summary, 1856 was a year where violent conflict began and overshadowed political compromise. The events in Kansas, the canning of Sumner, made it clear to many Americans that slavery issue could not be resolved peacefully, punishing the nations closer to the brink of civil war. Well, definitely, with the politics in today's time, trying to put mankind in digital slavery, we definitely are grateful to Ra to putting the energy and the insight into Ayatata Amin Ra, coming up with these daily return back to a year in time in correlation to our current ray in our time, because we know these occults utilize these days as rituals to have their resets, to energize and give their justification to their artificial construct ways, means to their ends. When we put a stop, we put a halt. We rebuke, we reject, we deconsent to all actions, to all behaviors that are conspiring to utilize what was done in the past as any form of permission and consent to bring it in today's time. With the anointment of awareness, I send these acts back to the abyss where they belong and where they'll cease.